Hey, Joe here. I installed the ZZP Cold Air Intake on my Cadillac CTS VSport, and while I was doing that, I somehow managed to break one of the clips that holds the plastic blow-off valves on there. So it's kind of forced me at this point, based on the price of a new blow-off valve, to go ahead and install a pair of these Turbosmart blow-off valves on there. So let's check these things out and get them installed. Here's the model I chose right here. Let's see if we can get this thing open one-handed, vlog style, and see what's in here. Turbosmart sticker. Looks like we got a couple clamps in there. This is as difficult as people make it look, you know, when people are doing unboxings with one hand. It's definitely as difficult as it looks. Here's that. Let me take it out of the bag. And there it is. Just like magic. So, let's get these things installed. So I've already got the cover off here. And in case you're not sure, this is what we're dealing with right here. This has got a vacuum line right here that's attached to this blow-off valve, which attaches at this point with this clip. And then this silicone hose gets clamped on the bottom from the factory. And on this side, you can see I have a little safety wire rigged up on there to hold this together because this clip broke on this side. So I'm going to take this blow-off valve off and take that blow-off valve off on the other side and install those new ones. Okay, here's a shot of what actually broke. You can see it there if you look carefully. That clip right there broke. So when this pressurizes, it wants to blow the blow-off valve right out of there, instead of being seated in where it's supposed to, like that. So we'll take care of it with some new blow-off valves. Yeah, you can see the problem right there. That should be like this one. And you can also see that I tried to repair it, but I didn't have very good success. So right there, you can see where the blow-off valve's gonna go. It's gonna go in just like this, with that connection there, and this connection there. I'm going to do that right now. The quick measurement says I'm only going to need about half of this coupler to go where the blow-off valve attaches to the charge pipe. So I'm just going to cut this in half and see if I can use it for both sides. It is slightly too big for the discharge pipe side, but it's correct. The blow-off valve is correct on the return side of the silicone intake from ZZP. So I'm just going to try this, clamping this down with it being a little larger and seeing how that goes for me. So I've got this first piece trimmed down, not that pretty, and I got it clamped on here, and it's definitely on there good. So I'm going to go ahead and stick the blow-off valve in here and clamp these down and then see what I come up with. Alright, that seems to have worked pretty good. I just got to figure out this vacuum line. I guess I can just pull this off of here and run a regular vacuum line from here to that spot right there. I'll do that after I install this other blow-off valve. Alright, so the driver's side is now installed as well. And as you can see here, I was able to pull this thing right off the end of that vacuum line. And I'll put a standard vacuum hose on there and route it to that nipple there on the blow-off valve. Both sides. This is what I'm talking about right here. I just threw that tie wrap on there, and then I'm going to attach this to that right there. There's the finished product on the driver's side. And there it is on the passenger side. If you look closely, you can see that vacuum line on this side as well, with just some simple tie wraps to keep those hoses on there. So now all that's left is to put the cover back on and go for a test drive. The fun part.
Put cheese on it.